Cookery for Week 4. Most Essential Learning Competencies, LO4. Store and reconstitute stocks, sauces, and soups. 4.1. Maintain optimum quality and freshness of stocks, sauces, and soups. 4.2. Reconstitute stocks, sauces, and soups. LO5. Evaluate the finished product. 5.1. Rate the finished products using rubrics. Store and reconstitute stock, sauce, and soups. Stock is a clear, flavored liquid that freezes well. Chilled stock can be frozen in 1 gallon amounts to be used for sauces. However, once the stock has been used to make a sauce, the sauce itself should not be frozen. Sauces do not freeze well and should be made in amounts needed on the day of production. The stock should never be put in the refrigerator while it is hot. The large volume of hot liquid can raise the internal temperature of the refrigerator to the point that the stock will cool sufficiently within 2 hours and may warm everything else in the refrigerator. A good way to cool the stock is to place the hot stock pot in a sink full of cold water and ice cubes until it is lukewarm, but it should not exceed 1 hour. After leaving it uncovered for the first half hour and stirring occasionally to cool, it should be covered with an upside-down plate to prevent evaporation, which would cause the stock to become too concentrated. Refrigerated stock cools better in shallow pans. If covered, stock lasts up to 5 days, but it is best if used in 2 days. Storage of starch and sauces. Sauces and starches should be kept in airtight container and stored in a cool, dry place away from the moisture, oxygen, lights, and pests. Food made with starches contains egg, milk, cream of other dairy products, all of which make them prone to bacterial contamination and to foodborne illnesses. Sauces made with these ingredients should be kept out of the temperature danger zone. Thickened sauce should always be prepared, served, and stored with caution. These products should be stored in the refrigerator and never left to stay for long at room temperature. Storing equipment for stocks. Number 1, glass or plastic container. Number 2, stock pot. And lastly, the third, refrigerator. These are the ways to reconstitute stocks. Number 1, skim the surface and strain off the stock through a china cup lined with several layers of cheesecloth. Number 2, cool the stock as quickly as possible as follows. Set the pot in a sink with blocks, rocks, or some other object under it. This is called venting. This allows cold water to flow under the pot or around it. Next, run cold water into the sink, but not higher than the level of the stock. And lastly, stir the pot occasionally so the stocks will cool evenly. Cooling stock quickly and properly is important. Improperly cooled stock may spoil in 6 to 8 hours. Number 3. When cool, refrigerate the stock in covered containers. Stock will keep 2 to 3 days if properly refrigerated. Stock can also be frozen and will last for several months. And these are the ways to reconstitute stocks, sauce, and soup. Number 1. By adding water. Number 2. By using other liquid like evaporating milk, coconut milk, and fruit juices. And that's all for the meantime. I hope you learned from my video. Thank you for watching.